We have the opportunity to build a legacy here at Exp Realty by attracting agents, telling other agents about Exp, referring them to this amazing company, Exp Realty, guys. So, all right, our guests are finally showing up. They're finally coming in, not our guests, but our members. All right, guys, that's our vision. That's our mission statement. Let's open it up, guys. Any kudos? You know, that's one of the cultures of our team is that, hey, we always share, we collaborate, we help one another out. Anybody want to thank on the team that may help y'all, support you in any way, done anything for you, answer the question or anything?
Hey, Rod, hey, this is Tim. Good morning.
Hey, Tim. Good morning.
Hey, guys. Hey, thank you guys. I know I asked you guys about TC's transaction coordinator, and everybody kind of gave me a little feedback on that. Appreciate that. I know a lot of us need to look for ways to take our business to another level. And sometimes we realize that we can't do it without the help of others in our business, especially when we start to, move into other areas and we have life things that we need to, take some things off our plate. Because one thing I realized, we're not an expert in everything. We can be expert in some things, but some people do things a little bit better. And sometimes we can shift those things to somebody else. So I appreciate you guys' feedback.
Awesome. Good. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that, Tim. Everybody, you really need to get an admin or a TC. If you want to go to the next level in your business, guys, you got to think about how you can leverage yourself, leverage your time. You got to be able to take some things off your plate, or you're going to start losing business. So, or you're going to maintain where you are. You wonder why you're just hitting the same level of production every year, because you keep, a lot of times we tend to do the same things every year, but we're expecting different results. So you got to find a way to leverage yourself. And one of the best ways is to get that transaction coordinator. That's one of the things I started early on when I came to EXP. Matter of fact, she sent me a text like, wow, I didn't realize we had been working together like 7 years. It's like, yeah. So, early, even before I started seeing the success, before I became an icon, before I started capping, I got an admin. So guys, so get an admin. If you want to go to the next level in your business, you got to look at what needs to change, what needs to expand.
That's right.
So, yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Any other kudos? Anybody want to thank on the team? I want to shout out everybody that's done the videos. Thank you so much. For those who have done your videos and posted them, thank you so much. Great videos, guys. So Thank you so much.
Hey, Rod, hey, I did mine. Do it need to be under 2 minutes? Because mine's a little bit over. I was going to trim it up a little bit.
Well, just send it to them. It's just testimonial. I mean, if it's,
okay.
If it keeps you engaged, it's no worries. We try to keep them under 2, but, send it over.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tim, I didn't get that memo. I think mine is 3 minutes long.
Yeah,
okay.
But yeah, if you're keeping everybody engaged, then, it's okay. It's just when they get long and drawn out and bored and,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I talk kind of fast, but it's still, even in 2 minutes, I feel like I was being one of them guys, going quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, then.
Okay, no, you're good. Pam, yours is great. Thank you. Yeah, we just want the videos, guys.
Yeah, I want to thank Natasha because she trimmed it for me. I didn't have the skills to trim it down, and she trimmed it and posted it for me.
So nice.
Cool. Yeah.
Pam, Natasha had music behind hers and everything. She was a whole nother level.
Yeah. Professional version.
It was awesome.
Yeah, good. Go.
Okay, guys, it's still got time, guys. If you haven't done a video, please post your videos. Please post your videos. And we need the and also those agents who speak Spanish, if you don't mind doing one in Spanish for us too, English and Spanish for us. Okay, and the next phase of this, guys, we're going to be asking for videos on topics. I know some of our leaders here and mentors, you've already been doing it. But if you have a topic if you have a topic that you feel you have some valuable experience to share with your fellow agents, remember, this is going to be a membership site, guys. And it's coming together on the back end, but we need content to fill it up. So if you have a topic that you learned about, a topic that you can teach on, give a quick class to somebody that can benefit a new agent or experienced agent, maybe like a 10-minute long topic, 10 minutes or less or whatever. We just need content. Pick something like we were talking about new construction. If you've had some experience with new construction, or if there's something valuable you need to know about, share with your agents about home inspections. Just do some, take some time to just think about it. Just sit and think about, what do I do well? What's something that I can share with my fellow agents? We want this content library to be just amazing, like nobody's ever seen before, like it's never been done. Just real agents out in the field who are sharing real information and real experiences. Does that make sense, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Makes
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
And that's everybody. I think everybody has something they can share, even if it's getting the license. You just got the license and you got some tips that can help somebody else get the license, whatever. I think everybody on this call, new and old, been in the business, 1 year or 10 years or 15 years, can have something to share. So it's going to be amazing, guys. So you'll start seeing me requesting those videos. You can go ahead and start doing it. Upload them to your, private YouTube, or do it on your phone and upload it. But we'll come up with a better way to upload them too. I think we're gonna do a different way than posting all those on our Facebook group. But stay tuned for that. But start just creating the content. Just start recording them. And if you record them, guys, remember to turn your phone the long way, not straight up. Turn it the long way, landscape for us, okay? So we'll be starting those. So leaders, please start creating your videos. I know we've been talking about it in our meetings with some of the topics. So please start doing that, because we're going to need that content real soon, starting like next week. I know we won't have it all, but it's going to be a work in progress, but we want to start creating the content. Okay. All right, guys, that's again, I want to welcome everybody to our Friday Mastermind call. I think we got a couple of guests on. Do we have some guests on for the first time? Anybody here for the first time? You can either step out off mute, or if you sponsored them or you have a guest on, if you want to introduce them, we want to just welcome all of our guests. Okay. No guests? Okay, maybe we have some mentees on. No? Okay. All right, guys, let's hit some activities. So a couple of wins from this week, and then we're going to jump right into some our mastermind talk discussion this morning. I'm going to have to jump off probably around 8:30, 8:35, and I'm going to turn it over to Natasha. Natasha, you with us, right? Natasha or Pam or somebody can take us, and then Natasha's going to do the presentation.
I am. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my computer so I can be on here from my computer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Yep, you guys. So at 9 o'clock, if we have any guests on, any agents who are here to see EXP presentation, Natasha is going to be hosting that for us on this morning. So and if any of our guests want to stay on at 9 o'clock also to give some testimonies, that'll be much appreciated. Okay, let's hit some wins, guys. What's some wins from this week? Anybody have any wins from this week you want to share?
Yeah. Hey, Rod. Hey, this is Tim.
Hey,
Hey,
Tim.
real quick. I had a listing go live yesterday when I got out of Maryland near Sullivan's Island. So that just went live. And I got a referral yesterday from one of actually a mentee from a different team, and gave me a referral for somebody that's coming in town, wants to buy. So hooked that up yesterday. And also I'm working with a new buyer that I just got as well, that I'm working with. So that's just this week, but I already got some other buyers I'm working with, but this week.
Awesome.
Bye.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's great.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tim.
Thank you.
Congrats, Tim.
Man, Tim, how is anybody supposed to go after that?
Oh, Bryson, your pipeline is full. Hey, look here. I went to a new house. What was that? New home community here in Stafford. And the lady was like, Bryson and DeVal already beat you to it. They got contract. What you gonna do? I mean, she pulled my phone card. I said, I gotta go get somebody. I'll be back. Hey. These guys is hitting it hard, brand new in the business. I'm proud of them guys, man.
That's what I'm talking about. They're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryce is killing it.
I mean, I just want to make a name for myself in the new construction community, as well as every other community I step into. So
Yep.
I guess I can say a win for me is that my buyer that had a voucher, after long and grueling and painful work, I finally have the inspection, which is going to happen on Monday, and the house is pretty much perfect. So she'll be in the house. She'll be in that house hopefully on Tuesday. After
Awesome.
about 2 months of working.
Good stuff. Congratulations.
That is congratulations.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Nice.
Thank you. And I also have a corporate lease that I got approved, and and lo and behold, the guy that I'm actually helping get the lease was the regional director who told the owner of the company that I was the person that they were going to work with going forward for all of their corporate leases, and they have a lot of people coming to the area within the next 3 to 6 months.
Wow, that's awesome.
Nice.
That's
Huge.
Big time.
Congratulations.
That's big time.
That's huge.
Yeah, I mean, they say you treat the janitor with the exact same respect you treat the CEO, and the truth is, you never know who you're working with.
That's right.
That's right.
That's awesome, Bryson.
True.
That's awesome. I hear my
I mean,
parents always talk about you're always on an interview. You're always on an interview. That's awesome. Go ahead, Bryce.
And I got a couple more wins, but I'm gonna wait till after the weekend. I gotta wait till Monday to make sure that they all go through.
Okay.
Speak them into existence.
Yep, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna
Okay,
happen.
well, we speak them into existence. I got a new buyer. I'm actually about to send them a contract right now, and hopefully they are under contract this weekend because they want new construction as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
That's
That's
it.
good stuff.
That's
That's
what I'm
awesome.
talking about, Bryson.
Yeah, Bryce.
Awesome,
It's power in there,
awesome.
man.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
speak it, believe it.
I had a pretty good
It's
week
done.
myself.
Go ahead, Pam.
And I'm doing like Bryson. I'm speaking it to existence. I had a listing go live this morning. Which
Nice.
is great.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations,
It's closing
Pam.
day.
Congratulations.
Closing day.
Nice.
Yes.
Woo. All
And
right,
I'm
money
I'm
time.
giving a contract to a new buyer and speaking that into existence.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
push the send button.
And that home is beautiful too.
Yeah.
it is. It is beautiful.
Oh, wow. Yes, it is a beautiful home.
Wow. That's
So
awesome.
I'm speaking a quick contract, quick ratified contract for that
Yeah.
house.
That's awesome.
Good morning, everybody.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
This is Taj. So
Tom.
initially I want to shout out my mentor, Tim, because he put me onto Op City Leads. And so I've been getting quite a bit calls from that. I've got a leasing for this weekend and also have a leasing for Monday. And then I have a new buyer in the works with the lender. And I have another buyer that's actually, they're in Florida, but him and his wife, they work within the government and they need to move back to Maryland possibly. So I'm supposed to know something by tomorrow if they're going to accept the job or not. And that will kind of confirm if they're going to actually move to Florida. Move back up to Maryland. If they do, they want to do a new construction.
Awesome.
That's what I'm talking about.
Taj.
That is
Good
wonderful.
stuff.
Amazing.
Way to
Congratulations.
work it. Way to work it.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Good job.
Now that's
Hey,
that.
Tosh, how did those two work out that I sent you as well?
So I didn't get two. I just got the one with her family. They're all going in together on it. I'm supposed to meet with them also this weekend. And a matter of fact, I was supposed to jump in the chat yesterday to question you guys about it's a certain type of program, a housing program, not a voucher. But Tim, do you remember specifically what it was?
Yeah, it was a
No, I'm
program.
sorry.
I can't think of the name of it, but where they make so many houses, but some houses have to be affordable housing, and so
Yeah.
they got to sell them to people within a certain income range. They got a program in Maryland, DC. I forgot what the name of it is, but I've never worked in that program before. I don't know if any of you have.
I'm not sure.
You remember what that name of it was, Taj?
Yeah, I'm about to up right now so I can be more
Yeah.
specific.
I know they have to go through a class, and then they're able to have, it's not a voucher, but it's something where they can get into affordable housing for a certain price.
It's not the
range.
NACA, is it?
No, it's not
What is-
that. NACA. It's not NACA.
It's the
no.
NPD program, the Maryland.
So
I have the name.
it's inclusionary zone certificate.
They're supposed to attend a class, and it's like the VHDA, but in Maryland.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's different than VHDA because they have their own lenders. So in VHDA you can work pretty much with anybody, but in Maryland you can only work with the list of lenders they give you.
Gotcha.
Well, they're leasing though; they're not buying.
Okay.
It's a lease program. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, guys. Let's a couple more wins, guys. Then we go jump into some training.
I got
So
my
Pam,
Australia.
sorry.
Okay.
I was
I
gonna
got
say
my
Pam
commercial
called me out. Go ahead. Go ahead, Noella.
Okay, I got my commercial listing active since yesterday, and also I want to give a shout out to Jimmy who gave me a lead for another commercial transaction. So
Nice.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Hey, Noelia, what kind of commercial listing is it? What is it zoned for?
It's a medical office in Maryland, and it's going for 345.
Okay. I have somebody that's looking for an auto detail shop. If anyone has anything zoned auto or B1, I have someone looking for a auto detail shop to me, so buy.
He's looking to buy it?
Yeah, but honestly, he's looking around. I think he said the highest he wants to go is 400,000.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where he's gonna exactly find that. From what I was looking at for the space that he wants, it's about 1.62 million in this area.
So let me ask you, what kind of how many bays do we need for auto detail?
I'm not totally sure if he even wants bays. But he owns a car dealer. He owns a couple car dealerships already, so he just wants to add to the inventory of what he has.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay. Heard Noelia. Was it someone else? One more? Then we're gonna move on, guys.
Well, I have a closing today, and
Congratulations.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Who was that?
Congratulations.
I'm speaking
Marcel?
this into existence too. I had an agent call me from thank you everybody, from the Augusta meetup that I went to. They have someone that's looking to sell and then buy something else. I don't have all the information yet, but he said he would call me back in the morning, which would be
Nice.
today, with the details.
Awesome.
So Pam called me out. She said I've been real quiet on the call. So I have been working silently in the background. I am trying to find a church building for one of my pastor friends. We are getting closer to securing hopefully something within the next couple of weeks. And then I have been working with one of my buyer clients that's looking in probably, and in the $1 million range, either 900 to a little bit over $1 million for
Right.
a home for them, hopefully going out with them tomorrow because they sent me some properties they want to see tomorrow. And
Nice.
Nice.
Congratulations, Tasha.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
That's great.
Congratulations.
thank you. And another EXP agent, fellow agent here in Atlanta, one of her properties that I did I don't know if you all saw that video tour I did. It's like $2.7 million. It's about 10 minutes right from my house here in Locust Grove. And it's actually, the contract fell through. It's going back on the market. So I'm actually going to start promoting that property on Facebook and see if I can find me a buyer. And actually they're raising the price from 2.7 million to 3.7 million because I think it
Wow.
Oh,
so,
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Wow, that is awesome.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
That's awesome. You gonna find a buyer, Tasha.
Yes,
Speaking
you
that to
will.
existence. We speaking this morning.
Yep. Yep.
Amen. I'll receive it. I was like, I will find you a buyer.
Right.
Somebody
That's right.
knows
You can
I'm
have
gonna
it.
represent the buyer on this side of the deal. So it actually goes back on the market on Monday. So I plan to do a video on Wednesday for it. I'm going over to the house and then I'm going to go promote it on Facebook. So I've got some things in the works that I want to reach out internationally and see if I can find me a buyer for this.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations, Natasha.
Congratulations. That's an easy peasy. You got it.
Natasha, I might be able to help promote that too, since it's in Georgia. It's a listing, right?
Yeah, you can boost it in KV Core. You can do any number of things. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Great activity, everybody. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. That's awesome. Let's get ready to shift gears here, guys. I'm gonna have to drop here in a couple of minutes and our leadership is just gonna carry the call on. I'm gonna share my screen real quick with you all. Talking about 2022, and we're gonna real soon here, guys. We're gonna be doing a 22 planning session, but we don't necessarily have to wait until then. I really don't want you to wait until then because I want you to start getting a vision for 2022. And what does that look like? What does that look like in your business? 2022. What is your vision? If everybody can kind of take some notes or take a picture of this or whatever you need to do. Start getting a vision for 2022. It's so critical, guys, so critical you start getting a vision for it. You've been hearing it because that's kind of like the culture of the dream team. We believe in the power of our words and, we believe that speaking it and declaring it and affirming it and praying on it, that's how it comes to pass. That's a huge part of it, of our success. I know for me and LaSherie, that's been a huge part of our success is that we pray our day, we pray our year. We believe we set the vision, and we set goals, but we get a clear vision of how we see that year playing out. And it is critical to start doing it right now. Guys, start now. Don't wait until January. You want to start now getting a vision of it. Even on my board, I say, every year, man, this is going to be my last year, but, I'm already building up 2022. I'm already getting things on by default that are coming in. Already got 6 closings lined up for 2022 already on the board here. So that's one of the things that I like to write it. That's why we're telling Bryson, go ahead and speak it early, speak it now. And that's part of my vision as I'm seeing 2022 already manifesting itself. Pretty soon it's going to be capping on the board. Pretty soon it's going to be icon on the board almost by default. Do y'all get that? Yeah, y'all hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I see it growing on the board and I do this every year. I put it on my board over there in my office and I'm seeing it grow. I'm seeing it build, just like we got the new challenge, 10 new constructions under contract and, at least 10 for next year. So the board is going to start building up. So that's the mindset I want you all to have, is that camping is a done deal. It's going to happen. Icon is going to happen. Start putting it on the board and start seeing it manifest. So start getting a vision, design your future, live life by design. Don't just let life happen to you. Don't just be, haphazard and just, flowing and just, being haphazard and just, doing your business any kind of way, but do it by design. Do it by design, guys. Take some time. Take some time to write your vision. What do you see 22 playing out as? What is this? What do you see? How much money? What does it look like? How much income do you want to earn? Step out there on faith, guys. Give yourself some stretch goals. If you never made 100,000, that's fine, but put 100,000 down, 200,000. Some of you now should be thinking about 200,000. Some of you should be thinking about 300,000 now, $500,000 in income. Is that all right, guys? Y'all okay?
Right.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yes.
Yes.
What are your personal goals? Do you want to get debt free? I heard Linda talking, she got debt free. A lot of us, we're debt free, guys. Get debt free. Maybe thinking about buying some other properties, working on your credit scores, trying to get to 700s and 800s. What are some personal goals, some vacations, some plans, almost like creating that dream board for yourself? We talked about dream boards in the past. What's your vision for 2022? Spend some time, guys. Spend some time doing this. Don't delay. Don't keep putting it off. Don't let it just be this kind of, just real kind of loose ideal about, man, I want to do some transactions. I hope I do okay in 22. I'm praying it's going to be a good year. What does that mean? You got to define it. You got to take some time to write it down, write that vision down. Some of y'all heard that before, right? Write the vision, make it plain upon the tables, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying? So you got to write it down. Write the vision down. Make it plain. What does it look like? It's so critical that you spend time doing this, guys. This is how the business just flows to me a lot of time, because I've done the work. I've done the mental work. I've done the spiritual work. I put it into it. I'm speaking it and I'm declaring it and I'm just waiting on it and I'm allowing it to manifest. That's a huge part of what I do. That's how I hit icon and I'm look like I'm just chilling, because I've already put it out there. Anybody on that? Let me just open it up, guys. Any comments on that? On vision 2022, vision casting.
Talking about vision for 2022, I mean, personally, I already have my board up. I already know exactly. I've already cleaned up the 2021. 2021 is in the rearview mirror for me. So I already see what I'm doing in 2022. And 2022 itself, I'm actually speaking it in the terms of it's already done. So one of the things on my board is every single thing that's on there that I'm doing is in the past tense, as in accomplished already. And just like Rod was saying, I already have 5 deals lined up closing next year.
Wow.
And we haven't even gotten into 2022 yet.
Yes.
And that's how I'm going to see what I can do on a monthly basis. Personally, I know, and that was one thing I said a while ago, that we've got to get to a point that we start saying the dollar amount of business that you're going to close on a monthly basis or the number of transactions. Believe it or not, it's as easy to say you $50 every single month as it is as doing a $300,000 every month. It's no different. It's all about. And are you willing to put the price? Are you willing to put the price to get it done? Are you willing to go and eat those frogs? Are you willing to go out there and call those clients and meet people and do the right thing by people? Just real quick to say, the reason why I said that is this. And we said this before, we're talking about, how you get clients and, some transactions. We actually said this on Wednesday, that like on new constructions, that sometimes, they don't want to pay you. So you might say, no, I don't want to do it or whatever. Guess what? I had a transaction like that. It's a new construction. And Ryan Holmes, and I'm actually very proud I'm bold to say this. Ryan Holmes, I know this is being recorded. They decided to cut me off on a transaction, as in being there for pre-construction meetings, being there for all of these things. So and there was something that needed to be done. And I kept sending emails, kept sending text messages, and they refused to, to loop me in. Well, guess what? Yesterday, the client needs an exit in the basement. The exit was not done. And when the client told me, and I said to the guy, I said, I told you this. I said, and I knew the reason you did not want to loop me in is because you feel that because you're not going to pay me enough, I'm not going to fight for my client and I'm going to go on your side. I said, guess what? It's not going to happen. So I fought yesterday. The house is already up. So technically, they're like, we're not going to do it. Guess what? Emails and phone calls is going to get done. And because I fought like that, I didn't even know. The home inspector was hearing everything I was saying to the Ryan Home guys. And he called the client and told them, out of that phone call that he told the client that the agent was fighting for them, I got 3 deals right now coming out of it. It's what you've got to choose to get and go
That's
there.
awesome.
That is awesome.
That's good,
the
Jim.
way your business is. That's what you were called to do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go out there and get it done. Nothing can stop you.
That's good, Jimmy. Wow.
I like that, Jimmy.
That's
And what that says right there, Jimmy, is you look beyond the transaction, even though you knew Ryan Holmes, wasn't going to pay you normally what typically they used to pay us agents for bringing the buyers by. You still decided, it's beyond that. You're going to still give 150% to your client. And that's what we do. When you're doing your vision and you're seeing, what you're going to do for 2022, is how many families are you going to help? Okay. We get paid for the value that we give to other people. We're not just paid just because we got real estate agent on our chest. It's the value that we do, that because we're helping people transition in the period in their life from one place to the next. And we're an intricate part of that. I mean, it's very emotional. It's a high dollar item. It's probably the biggest asset that they ever going to work with in their life. And the thing is, we are there to really bring that value to them, to really bring service to them, to be of service to give of our service, of our expertise, of our knowledge. And when we do that, the more we do that, the more we're going to get back. The money's going to follow. Okay. Because it was said that, if you help people get what they want, you'll get everything that you want. And that's what we're doing. We helping them get what they want. It ain't just what we want, it's what they want. And we can do that, then other referrals will come along with that. And that's a part of you thinking about your vision. How many people think not only the dollars that you're going to have stacked up on your desk, but also how many families you're going to see them getting the keys dropped in their hand? How many families you're going to see them with the soul sign and the moving truck because they transition out of their area to a new area or moving in, or agents that you want to attract that was over at a company and was only doing a couple deals, and now they're going to be over here at EXP and be fired up like Jimmy and Pam and Rod and everybody just tearing it up. You want to get a vision for that as well of the people that's involved, because it's not an intangible thing we're working with. We're working with people's lives and their livelihood, their family, and their legacy. So we want to definitely internalize that as we're thinking about our vision.
That's good.
Tim, something you said it's not about the money. Okay, you can't start working with somebody thinking about what you're going to get out of it. That should be an afterthought. It's not about anything monetary, because if that's your only motivation, you're not going to be successful, because you won't be able to take yourself out of what you're doing for somebody else. So think about that. Don't focus on the money. Don't start doing the math, how much money I'm going to get. You don't start doing the math till after the closing.
That's right.
Okay, that's key. Not till afterwards, because you want to make sure your focus is right. And it is about being a help and being a servant to your clients.
Ooh, see, this one makes Dream Team different. Y'all hearing that wisdom? Y'all hearing that?
Man,
let
nice
me share.
Nuggets, Pam. Nice nuggets.
Tell you a quick story. Hold on 1 second, Jimmy, because I'm gonna have to leave in a second. I got a client, so I sold one of their properties maybe about 4 months ago now. They own several properties, And they have another property in Maryland where they're renting it. Their tenant's been there maybe about 4 years or so, and the tenant wants to buy the house. So they decide to sell the house to the tenant. Don't really need a realtor. Thought they, felt like they didn't need a realtor, but the buyer wanted representation. So their realtor came in, they wrote this contract, and they asked for everything in the kitchen sink in this contract. So they called me to like step in. So I'm like, no problem. I got this. Don't worry about no commission. You all my previous clients. I know you. We got a relationship. I've been knowing y'all for years. Y'all special in my life. Here, let me review the contract. And so I've been kind of negotiating and talking to that agent and doing everything and giving a counter back before they signed it, and now everything's good. We're on the contract. So they're insisting on giving me a commission for it, to give me matching what the other agent is. But me and my wife said no, because we wanted to provide a service. We're here for you. We don't need, it's not about the money. Like Pam was saying, it's not about the money. But so we keep insisting, and they keep insisting to pay us, but we keep pushing back, saying, no, we're fine, we're good. We want you to be able to come to us and ask us anything without you thinking in my spirit that I really want a commission. That's really why I'm helping you, because I want, no. So, but since we took that stance and said no, now her daughter's getting pre-approved with us. Now they're looking to sell another property, and they want us to find them another house. And I'm probably going to be listing the one that they live in. See, all the business that started flowing to me because it wasn't about the money. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
Man,
it really
catch that power.
It really is, and it's about time. That's why I keep using that analogy. It's impossible for you not to bless if you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
All pipe will always get greased. That's the way you got to think of your life and look at your life. If you continue to lead with money, how much I'm going to get paid on the deal, you will get disappointed when that deal doesn't go to closing. You're going to get disappointed when things happen and you all of a sudden think, oh my gosh, how do I, fix this? But if you stay in the place that it's impossible for you not to succeed in this business, fix the mindset first. I promise you, everything else will work out. Everything else will. I'm done.
That's right.
That's why I love Dream Team so much. Y'all get me fired up. Just with the witness and the testimony and speaking it, because what is happening with each and every person that's giving that testimony, the same thing is available and can happen for anybody else that's listening.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Just keep that in mind. It's coming for you.
Because you know what, as you said, we're a faith-based team, and the thing is the laws of reciprocity, the laws of reaping and sowing. And the thing is, what you put out there is going to come back to you. And what Rod just said, he was putting that out there, even though he was sowing generosity in what he was doing was giving of service and giving of help, it came back to him. All it was the reaping and sowing. What Jimmy had spoke about earlier, same thing, helping his client out above and beyond. It's coming back. So if you just continue to do those things, it's going to come back. You don't even have to look for it, because it's going to come back. And it may not come the way you want it. It may come a form of a referral. It may come from a form of whatever in your business. But the thing, it will come back. So just keep doing good. Keep doing right. Be professional. Be honest. Integrity. And sometimes being honest don't give you the best results, because sometimes it's not what some people want to hear. Not that everybody's honest, so it may not be the best deal for them, but as long as you be honest, people will respect you for that. I mean, I lost a deal one time when a guy, I messed up where I didn't order the HOA documents in time, and so when I didn't do that, it was good, everything was good, but what happened was the buyer that wanted to buy the house decided they was going to pull out, and the HOA documents is one document that could keep that people can get. It's almost like a get out of contract free card is the HOA document. So that buyer, that agent on the other side knew that they hadn't reviewed the HOA documents, so they got their client out of it. And I had to let my seller know. I said, man, look, I didn't get the HOA docs. They had them, but they went on to pull it out before they signed them. And so pretty much the people who got out of the contract, we had to put the house back on the market. And I was honest with my seller. I could have said, well, no, this happened, that happened. But I said, no, I dropped the ball on that one. And he was hot. He fired me. First time I ever got fired in real estate transaction. And he just bought a house from me, like a 13-acre property he bought from me that I helped him buy. And I was selling his house. And he was a contractor, general contractor, big time guy. And so I had to level with the guy. And so he was upset and everything. And I leveled with him. And I said, okay, I understand you're a professional guy. And, I didn't do what I'm supposed to do, Went on, got his house sold. But because I was honest with him and everything, that guy came back to me and, he gave me more business and still give me business because I leveled with him because he saw a businessman that I was still going to be honest, even though I messed up, and I owned up to exactly what I did. So even in that, work above board whenever you do business out here, because your reputation will precede you. And that's a part of, even on your vision that you're casting, I want to make sure that I do every transaction in honesty and integrity, because that's going to definitely well precede your business and your name, your brand, if you will.
That's right, Tim.
Because this is a mastermind class, one of the things that you got to think about when it comes to mastermind is this. Every single thing that has been spoken over here, how much, you can go out, you can prospect, but they don't know you. So it could take time for you to get, someone to say, okay, I'm going to sign with you on that listing. It could take some time for you to convince a buyer to hire you when you prospect. And that's what prospecting is all about. You put your best foot forward. But if your story is from a place of integrity and you know what you're talking about and your heart is in there, 9 out of 10 times you will get, someone hiring you right away. But what is important when we talk about this mastermind is this. Go back to those relationships. Go back to those clients even the clients that you haven't even found a home for yet, but you guys are working together. This is what mastermind is all about. Go back to them and begin to build a relationship. How can I help you and how can you help me? Do it from a point of view of saying to the client, my goal is I want to go ahead and help X amount of families get into a home before the end of this year. How can you help me accomplish that goal? If I've done a good enough job for you and you trust me, would you mind recommending people that I can help to me? That's how you begin to shake the low-hanging fruits. That's what this is all about, what we're talking about here. Go talk to the people. Don't be afraid. MAR says this. Don't wait till you get to the closing table before you start asking someone for a referral. Talk to them right now while you're doing a business deal with them. Give me a referral. Do you mind doing a quick 30-second video and talk about your experience with me right now? Send them a link to do a review. Have a conversation, because what you're doing is you're building your own integrity. You're building a client base. And also what's happening is you're holding yourself accountable, because now what they said about you in that video, you challenge them to say, you got to hold yourself accountable to that. If they say you're trustworthy and that you respond on time, now you got to, hold yourself accountable to that. So that's how we begin to shake those low-hanging fruits.
You stop, Jim. Okay, you good.
All right.
All right. All right, Jimmy. Who's next?
There's something, this is Lisa. There's something I
Lisa.
picked up. Good morning. There's something I picked up from what everyone was saying. And I think that it's so important, our reputations and how we go forward in our communities, the fact that we are faith-based agents and what we represent is so much greater than just real estate. And you guys have basically inspired me. I have a client that I have to fire, and I have been debating back and forth and putting so much energy into her. And she's making me look crazy. And I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't. This is my second go around. This is it. And I cannot be representing someone who's making me look bad. So what you guys are saying, you've just inspired me. So I do thank you so much for what you're saying.
And can I say this on that? Because Aubrey said it while I was on the call with one of my prospects about we have to look out for vampires. There are clients that will try to suck you dry. And you've got to be willing and even be integral in that. And if you need to release them, just, find them another agent that can work with them. Do a referral.
Yeah.
Because they may be well suited for someone else. You may not be the individual.
That's a good idea, Natasha, because you already put in the effort. So
yeah, so you can do,
and you're still being helpful.
Yeah, a 30% referral fee on that, and you are still being helpful. You put in the work. Just let them know right now you don't have the bandwidth, and you're not disrespecting them, but find someone. There may be someone that has the energy and bandwidth to deal with them.
Yeah, good idea. Great idea, ladies.
That's right.
Who will be next? So I wanted to, I was running around trying to do some things here. I wanted to say something regarding what Rod said earlier regarding 2022. Don't miss the opportunity also to finish this year strong. A lot of agents start slowing down the end of the year as we go into the holidays. Listen, especially for those new agents, I had 3 closings in December of last year, but my first year in business. And so you want to gear yourself up now, because while other agents are slowing down, you put the metal to the pedal, put your foot on the gas and charge straight ahead, and it will set your year up for 2022. And my goal is to double. If I had 3 closings in December last year, I want to have 6 closings in December. I have an extraordinary Christmas for my kids this year. So I don't know about you. Any of the other leaders have any comments, feedback on that? Because I'm expecting, I'm doing a home for the holidays type of initiative. I'll be kicking off shortly.
I think for me, historically, I've always done well in the winter months and usually the beginning of the year. But historically, I always struggle in the summertime. So I never understood when everyone said, oh, it slows down at the end of the year, because that's always the good time for me. So it just depends, I guess, on how you work your business. I guess because the summers have been historically slow, I always ramp it up. So I have good winters in the beginning of the new year. But yes, I think you have more serious buyers and sellers at the end of the year, especially around the holidays, because those are people that really need to move and don't want to do a lot of activity, because we do have so many holidays that back up to each other. But there definitely are people always out there looking to buy, sell, and that are active. So don't be discouraged.
And guys, keep in mind the forbearance period for a lot of people is coming to a close, and some of these individuals may not be able to retain their homes, and they may be wanting to put it on the market. So, be a source of information, inspiration, and be helpful to those clients. That's something that I'm looking to do. And then that coming up here is just do a video. I'm actually reaching out to one of my lenders to do a video with him on, hey, what do I do? I'm coming, my forbearance period is coming to an end. I don't think I can continue to afford living in this house. What are some of the things I can do? And, just providing that value set to those people out there that are looking for that.
Absolutely.
Yep. And while we're on 2022, going towards 2022, just as Marcella said, you know, I already had goals set for what I'm going to do for 2021. And I'm still working towards those, haven't accomplished them, all those yet, but still, because I know this is the fourth quarter. And a lot of times, you notice, just like even in a football game, I'm not too much of a football fan, but the thing is, you notice sometime in the fourth quarter, they start ramping up when the score gets tight. And that's kind of where we're at right now. We're in the fourth quarter and we got to score. We down, you know, some of us are down, some of us already, you know, ahead. But either what position you're in, if you met your goals, do more. Okay, because then that way you can increase for 2022. And if you haven't got there, keep pushing. Just keep pushing on and don't give up, even though you set goals and for 2021 and you may not have met them. If you push hard, you're gonna be a lot closer than it would be if you decided just to take your foot off the gas, as Natasha alluded to earlier. Just keep on pressing and really just look at some of the things that you've done this year that got you to this point, and whatever systems you may need to put in place, as we talked about earlier, Nicole. If you need a TC or something to help you do more transaction, maybe you have to get somebody that does social media a little bit better than you. If you want your social media to get presence to get better, or branding, maybe talk to a branding specialist. I mean, and the thing is, we have all the different types of trainers or mentors within the Dream Team and even within Exp Realty. If you just step into the world, you got somebody teaching on branding, teaching on social media, teaching on cold calling, teaching on FISBOs. There's somebody in the cloud office, in an auditorium, if you go to the calendar, that's training on whatever the area that is that you want to get better, to take your business to the next level, because you know what you did to get you to here, but you're gonna need something else to get you to the next level this coming up 2022. So look at that and build that into your plan of what you're gonna do. It may be just organize your office, straighten up your desk, put some boards up so you can visualize it, or maybe read some good books, or whatever things that you may be lacking. Put those things into place and then use those to take you to the next level. Another thing is, if you get into the I conversations, which is normally right after the leadership call on Fridays, you have great icons saying what they did to get to icon. Listen to some of the things that they do. I mean, you don't have to reinvent the wheel or nothing here. Find out, because some of them got totally different strategies. You know, some just farm neighborhoods, some, you know, do cold calling, some network, some just work with their sphere of influence. Whatever, you may take some bits and pieces of different things they do, add that to your business, use some of the systems they have, even reach out to them. They'd be glad to help you share their systems and incorporate those into your business coming up 22. You don't have to stop what you're doing, but maybe you can build upon one or two things that's going to help you to get to those goals, not just putting it down and really using the same plan as last year to try to get to a new goal for this year. Put a new plan in place and add some things to it to help build upon that. That makes sense to everybody.
It does.
That's good stuff. I know we're going into the 9 o'clock hour, and I just want to put this out there really quick because I know we're going to have to switch over. So I definitely have gotten a cold this week, and I'm contemplating whether or not I should go to the closing that I have today, or if I should just bow out. I'm not saying I have COVID or whatever. I don't know yet, but I know for sure, like, that I'm sick. What would you guys do? How would you handle that? But because my client has been such a problem the past couple of days, I feel like I need to be there. But then at the same time, I don't want to expose anyone to getting ill.
You can
What do
go,
you think?
you can go and just sit in your car, or don't, you know, just.
I mean, I need you to get out my head. I feel like you're in my head half the time, because I was about to say the exact same thing. I would go sit in the car and show my face just for presence, but I would let them know, like, look, I'm going to sit here. I've got a mask on. I'm not coming in because did you take a COVID test already?
I'm going to go this morning, but I wanted to hop on this call. So I'm going to have to drop off, but I just wanted to, I kept going back and forth, but I couldn't come up with a decision of if I should go or not. But I feel like I should be there. Okay.
Marcella,
I can
put
do
you on
that.
Zoom.
I would definitely go to urgent care first thing this morning. I mean, one thing is, I wouldn't want to put myself or anyone else in a situation to catch anything.
Right.
I would go to urgent care first.
I can do the drive-by testing, I know for sure, because that they get the rapid results, but it wouldn't come back before 10 o'clock. It usually takes a few hours. So I know I would have it probably by this afternoon, but not before 10 a.m.
Yeah, Marcella, if you have an N95, go sit in your car and, take the test. Or if you have a CVS or Walgreens, I know around me, they still have them, the at-home rapid test, they take 5 minutes. That's how I tested my daughter. I mean, I test people. I test my kids all, because my kids go to a mass-free school. So I test my kids. I have rapid at-home test.
All right. Well, I'm going to do that. Thank you, guys. I am going to drop off. So thank you so much. Have a great weekend, everybody. Great and productive. And I will see and talk to all of you on Monday.
All right.
Feel better.
All right.
Feel better.
The top of the
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're at the top of the hour. Do we have any guests on? Any guests?
I'm looking through. I don't see any guests. I think they all came in early and they left. Yes.
They came in early and they left.
I know two of my people came in at 8 o'clock and they left by 8:30 or 8:45.
Okay.
But I don't see anybody else in here
So
that is new.
Mm-hmm. We probably need to get a commitment from people if they're gonna come on, to let them know, if they, here for the presentation, to let them know that, hey, we're gonna share. Yeah, I know you probably do. We're gonna share some mindset things and talk about some, just some masterminding. But then please stay on the line at 9 o'clock, because we're gonna transition. That way, at least, and say, are you gonna be able to at least maybe get a commitment up front? That way they stay in, towards the end of the call.
Actually,
if possible.
I one of the issues was all the people that I sent, the link that I sent, that link didn't work until someone gave me the link that I sent in there. But I think this is probably more of a conversation, for leadership, outside of this, that maybe on Fridays, if we're doing this, the mastermind is strictly mastermind and presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Take away all the, maybe kudos and, all of that, and just go straight into serious mastermind and EXP presentation on Fridays.
That sounds good. That's good.
I want to think.
Maybe we could do the presentation, do the presentation first, and then mastermind after.
There you go.
They can stay.
What we're telling people, the thing is, the way we were kind of sharing this with folks is we're telling them, hey, because they're from different companies and different industries, and we're saying, hey, get with us. We collaborate on Friday for a mastermind, and we don't want to get them in. Then all of a sudden, we pop the video up front.
But this is the thing, though. So today the link says mastermind, but we mainly talked about just kudos and what's going on in your business. Which the what's going on in your business would be awesome if we actually tailor everything to it's a mastermind, so we can do what's going on in your business, what's new in your business, what's good in your business with mastermind, and then with the presentation, or however you want to restate it. But I think because you got to think about it too. On Fridays, a lot of people are probably they're like, okay, you got me, finally got me. I got to come join your stuff. And so they want to hear the meat real quick to get captured. So that's what I'm just saying, that we might figure out a way to capture people's attention quicker in talking about mastermind. What's going to change your business? What is it that, we want to help you to capture and grow your business right off the bat? And this is why we are the value that we're giving you. Boom. And then after that, do business, then pleasure later on. Everybody can start, if you want to hang out later on and, talk shop. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, because it's like right now, there's nobody here. There's nobody, that is new on the call. It's all of us here. It's all dream team here, right?
Well, we'll work it. We'll work it.
I think I think it's just a matter of, us perfecting this. So as we go along, we'll find the right rhythm and things that we can do to make this work successfully for those, especially for our guests that need to come on and hear the presentation, etc. But I think you have some valid points, Jimmy. So we'll just continue to tweak this and ensure that we are doing, but and maybe we can invite some of our guests to come on at 8:30 instead of at the beginning. That may be a thought as well. So that will give them an opportunity